So, how to ignore it? You see, ignorance, we don't know what is ignorance, also we don't know, because of ignorance. Ignorance does not know what is ignorance. Therefore, we don't know, I have ignorance. So strong, you see. Ignorance of suffering. We think suffering as a happiness because of moha. We think dukkha as a dukkha, sukha. Dukkha as a sukha. Pictures, you see, mental pictures changes because of moha. Mental pictures changes ugly as a beauty. Ugly as a beauty. Suffering as a happiness. Impermanent as a permanent. No soul as a soul. So pictures, mental pictures totally changes because of ignorance. If you look up the sky, you may see there's a cloud. Sometimes the clouds appeared as an animal, so many forms appeared, sometimes a mountain as a mountain. So pictures, but not real one. That's just imaginary. In this way, the pictures in different way appears because of ignorance. If you see ugly, naturally it is ugly, but we see as a beauty. So attachments come into being. If you see impermanent nature, we see as a permanent, attachments come into being. Therefore, in Paticcasamuppada, the Buddha explained this ignorance, moha. Moha is a come fast. Many people are searching for happiness. Even they searching for happiness, they obtain a lot of suffering. Why? They are searching for only happiness. Nobody is searching for suffering. Now we obtained human life. Maybe in previous life may I be through this marriage a human being, or rich man, or beautiful man, like that. What he like, he prayed to obtain. But what he obtained? He obtained only suffering. He thinks human life is happiness, but a lot of suffering. A lot of suffering. Getting older and older, suffering. God disease, suffering. Between them, there are worry, grief, lamentation, physical pain, mental pain. So many problems in human life. There are countless problems, economic problems, family problems, so many problems also. But he never think about that. Ignore these problems, only happiness he think about. He wish only happiness. But he obtained very little happiness and a lot of suffering. Because he think suffering as a happiness on those days when he previous life prayed. At that time, he never think about it. The young people are trying to marriage life. They think in the life of marriage, to live in marriage life will be very happy. After a few months, they quarrel. Now, a lot of problems arise. Then in the end, if they cannot bear the suffering, they divorce. Nowadays, you see, majority is in this way. But they never think of these sufferings. They think happiness only. But a lot of problems. Sufferings more than happiness. Happiness very little, short moment. Happiness momentary, sufferings and majority. Because of ignorance, you see. Ignorance, moha, the pictures appeared in different ways, suffering as a happiness, impermanence as a permanence, ugly as a beauty. Therefore, ignorance of suffering. Ignorance of the truth of suffering. Ignorance of the cause of suffering. We don't know what is the cause, what is the condition of the suffering. We think this is the cause of happiness. We follow. Like that, you see, in candlelight, you may see, we make a candlelight, there are insects. Insects enter the flame. But they never afraid of flame because they don't know this flame is very dangerous and you will burn down and will die, cause to death. They don't know. But the flame is very beautiful. They think very beautiful. Therefore they entered, approached, touched the flame. If they know, they never approach, you see. If they see the danger, they never approach. But they think that is very beautiful. So they try to enter the burn down. Our situation is also like that, you see. We may think this insect is ignorant, very stupid. Stupid because flame is very dangerous. We may think about it. We also stupid. You see, stupid. We think samsara dukkha as a sukha. Therefore, we try to obtain this dukkha as a sukha. Dukkha is a lot. In Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha said, Yo bhikkhave rupasa uparo dukkhaseso uparo. The Buddha has clearly said, what is appearance of matter is appearance of suffering. We obtain eye. What we obtain? We obtain suffering. We obtain ear. what we obtained? We obtained suffering. The Buddha said, we have an eye, therefore we can see, we can enjoy, that is happiness. But dealing with the eye, there are a lot of problems. Eye is not permanent. One day we have lose the eye. So suffering. Suffering is a lot. Happiness is momentary, very short time. Happiness very short time. Sanyutta Nikaya, Salayana Sanyutta, Buddha clearly explained. So ignorance, very dangerous impurities. Not so easy to remove ignorance when you attain Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. The ignorance is totally removed. Can be pure. This impurity can be pure only through Arahata Magga, the powerful path. Only Arahata Magga can totally purify, totally wash away this. Even Sotapanna still remain. Even Sotapanna. You know about it, the stories. Visakha, the great benefactors of the Buddha, the great supporter as a woman to Buddha Sasana. 7 years of age, she became Sotapanna. She understands Eightfold Noble Path according to her levels. 60 years of age, she married. Why? She also thinks marriage life is happiness. Because of not ignorance of that. Not to completely understand the suffering. So, you know these are Vipanlasa. Vipanlasa, English translation, sometimes perversion, mental perversion, or hallucination. Hallucination means seeing picture in wrong way, in correct way, not in correct ways, in different ways. Hallucination or perversion. Within Sotapanna, some perversions remain. Vipanlasa remain. So to remember 12 Vipanlasa. So if you want to 12, maybe difficulty, I will give easy ways. I give easy ways. So anicca as a nature, number 1. The pictures changes. Anicca as a nature. Dukkha as a sukha. Actually anicca, but perversion. Different views. Anicca as a nature. Dukkha as a sukha. Asubha as a subha. Asubha means impurity or ugly, impurity as purity. Asubha as a subha or ugly as a beauty. Anatta as a atta. Anatta as a atta. So 4 objects, 4 perversion. Then this perversion is, some perversions arise dealing with the view, some perversions dealing with the mind, some perversions dealing with the sanya. So 4 multiplying by this 3, Chaita, Number one is mind, then Citta, then Sanya, okay, then Daithi. Citta, Sanya, Daithi. Okay, Pali is Citta means consciousness or mind. Sanya is perception or conception. Daithi means view. It's okay. So 4 multiplied by 3, that is a 12 Vipallasa. Dealing with the mind, dealing with the sanya, dealing with the view. Altogether, multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So, within Sotapanna, which remain, 4 Vipallasas still remain. What is a 4 Vipallasa? Dukkha Sukha. Dukkha as a Sukha. Dukkha as a Sukha. Asubha as a Subha. Citta, dealing with the Citta, dealing with the Sanya. So, altogether, 4. These 4 remain. Daithi is dealing with the Daithi. These are 4 Vipallasa totally removed. Sotapanna. They have no wrong view. But dealing with the mind, that is remain. Dukkha as a Sukha, Asubha as a Subha. That is still remain perversion. Therefore, Visakha is like marriage life. She loved her sons and daughters, granddaughters, grandsons. One day her granddaughters passed away, she cried. There's a lamentation, there's worry, also have. But even Sotapanna's Lobha, Dosa, Moha is some Lobha, Dosa, Moha remain, but not so strong. Lobha is different levels. Some Lobhas persuade to rob others' properties, to steal others' properties. That's very gross. Some have not such a Lobha, not so strong like that, but attach his family, his own property. There's a limitation. Some Lobhas even have attachment, is not so strong. So different levels, you see. Lobha which lead to the robbery, theft, some of the crimes, that is apaya kamaniya lobha, you see. It's leading to apaya, woeful state. Sotapanna has not such a lobha. He never craving for others' properties. He may have attachment, his family or his own property, but not so strong. If someone requests, he can give. You see? He can give. Some are so strong, cannot give own property to others. They also level in degrees. We are luckily, our lobha is not so strong, we think. Yours lobha also not so strong. You can offer dana, you practice meditation. So, I think such a lobha is not leading to apaya, but it is impurity. But don't familiar with, don't familiar such a lobha. Don't trust this lobha. You see, like that. Small fire, very small fire. Must be careful. if there is a fuel, it's again burn down, even buildings. So small lobha also can be bigger. Because of Dhamma practice, we can reduce our lobha, we can reduce our ignorance, moha also. That is the benefit of Dhamma practice, you see. Otherwise, our lobha cannot be controlled more and more. We are lucky. We have a chance, we have an opportunity to listen to Buddha's Dhamma. We have an opportunity to practice meditation. Therefore, we can reduce our moha, our lobha, our dosas also. That is the benefit, usually. So Sotapanna still remain 4 perversions, 4 types of perversion, dealing with mind, dealing with the sanya. Not dealing with the other, for example, anicca as a nature. They never think about this. Anatta as a atta. They have no perversion of mind. No perversion of perception, perversion of wrong view. Dealing with the wrong view totally removed. Because of their view is correct. They removed all type of wrong views within Sotapanna. No wrong view. But mental perversions still remain. Sanya perversions still remain. That is also not for only 2. My mental perversion, dealing with sukha as a dukkha, asubha as a sukha. Dealing sanya, sukha as a dukkha, asubha as a sukha. Only that. Arahants are totally removed. They have no perversion. They have a clear comprehension. Anagamis, you see, Anagamis asubhe supa, dealing with the karma. Dealing with the karma, asubhe supa can remote. Anagami also not totally removed. Anagami also have suffering as a happiness. Because of Anagami is partly removed. Dealing with the sense of pleasure, Anagami is totally removed. Lobha is still remain. Only Arahant, all perversions are totally removed. Anagamis have attachment to Dhamma, attachment to jhana, attachment to rupa plane and arupa plane. They have attachment. That is a call. They think that is happiness. Even Anagamis, they think jhana is as a happiness. That is also can be called perversion. Dhammaraga, Dhammanandi. Dhammaraga means attachment to Dhamma. Dhammanandi means like to Dhamma, love to Dhamma, love of Dhamma. That is a Dhamma raga. That is also a kind of attachment. When we became Arahant, even Dhamma raga is removed. Wherever may be, whatever may be, Arahant has no attachment. Only realization, only realize the natures of things, no attachment. Arahants have attachment to his own attainment. Arahant, Anagami has attachment to his own attainment, but Arahant is totally removed attachment. Even his own attainment is no attachment. So that is different from Anagami and Arahant. Anagami has you see, mana also remain, thinking about his qualities. Rupa raga, arupa raga. Rupa raga means attachment to rupa plane. Attachment to arupa plane, arupa raga. Rupa raga, arupa raga. Mana. Mana also still remain. Uddhacca, restlessness also remain. Avijja also remain. These are called Uddhambhagiya Sanyojana, factor which lead into the upper planes, jhana planes, Uddhambhagiya. Anagami is cut off only the lower factors, Kamaraga, Sila, Sakaya Detti, Silabhata Pramasa, Silabhata Pramasa, Sakaya Detti, Silabhata Pramasa, Idans Sachapinivesa, Sakaya Detti, Silabhata Pramasa, Vichikecha, then Kamaraga, Pyavada, Orambhagiya Sanyojana. So dosa is totally removed by Anagami. Raga is, Lobha is partly removed. Lobha dealing with the sense of pleasure, totally removed. But remain attachment to jhana and Dhamma. Avijja also, some of the places remained. So the impurities are not so easy to remove, but first must reduce. How to reduce? That is a way. If you try to remove ignorance, what should be done? We must develop panya. We must develop amoha. To remove the moha, we must establish and develop amoha. To remove the moha. That is the only way, you see. Like a medicine. Amoha is medicine. To remove the disease of moha. Moha is lying latent. If you say according to medical point, moha is a positive. You see, moha, that is anusaya, positive. To be negative, must restore and develop, establish amoha. That is the only way. Therefore, amoha can be say anti-delusion. Anti means non-delusions means only absence of delusion. You see? Not only absence of moha is called amoha. Amoha is one phenomenon that can remove moha. Some may think delusion, non-delusion. Delusion is moha. Non-delusion means absence of moha. Not just absence of moha is amoha. Amoha is, means here, not just a negative. That is the meanings. Like antibody, anti-delusion. It is a phenomenon that can remove moha. So, we must learn what it should be done, how to do to remove. That is, learning is very important, you see. Otherwise, we cannot know. So, how to remove the moha? By establishing, developing amoha. So, meditation practice is it to develop the amoha. Insight means amoha, you see. Insight knowledge. Insight knowledge is different levels, you see. First, we must know analytical knowledge of mind and matter, then knowledge of causality, nama rupa paricheda, then cause and effect, paccaya parikha. After that, seeing anicca dukkha anatta, sammasana jnana, and rise and falling, udayabhaya jnana. So, you see, all vipassana jnana is step by step developed up to sankharupekha jnana. Without the approaching sankharupekha jnana, nobody can attain the Magga. We must go step by step. To enter the Sima hall, if we are downstairs, we must climb the step by step, you see. There's a last step. First step also have. Without the first step, cannot be last step. That is the only way, okay? So let me stop. First.